Canada could merge with the US and become the 51st state, an idea that sounds surprising, but was actually mentioned by Donald Trump on the social media platform Truth Social. Many people in Canada love being the 51st state.
51st state, why not? I think it'd be a good thing.
Some of Trump's ideas, I hate to say it, are actually not bad.
If Canada merged with the US, there would be no tariffs, taxes. So if this scenario became a reality, how would life in Canada change? Canada, a country renowned for its majestic natural landscapes, top-notch quality of life, and superior social policies, would it integrate and fit into the federal system of the United States? What changes would come to this country if it became the 51st state of the United States? Don't miss this special script. Fresh perspectives on life in Canada are waiting for you. Certainly, what the people of Canada and the US are wondering right now is, if Canada becomes the 51st state of the US, how will the life in this country change? Canada, a country praised as one of the most livable in the world, can it maintain that superior quality of life when it becomes part of the United States? This prospect promises an exciting new chapter, but it also carries a fair share of anxiety and challenges. Imagine a Canada without trade barriers with the US. American goods will flood the Canadian market at more affordable pricing, reducing the spending pressure on the public and opening up greater savings opportunities. These savings could be used to invest in urgent issues such as the current high cost of living and skyrocketing real estate prices. Could it be that, when becoming the 51st state of the United States, the lives of Canadian citizens will experience less financial pressure? Next, you will be surprised that Canadian businesses, from small to large, will easily access the US market, driving exceptional economic growth. Not only that, the merger also opens the door for massive investments from the US into sectors such as transportation, telecommunications, and public services, especially remote areas that are in need of development resources. However, every opportunity comes with its challenges. The free healthcare system, a symbol of Canada's social superiority, is at risk of being replaced by an American-style privatized healthcare system when the two countries merge. The people of Canada, who once took pride in their universal healthcare policy, may have to face new financial difficulties. The prospect of having to pay medical costs so high that it could bankrupt a family or cause them to lose their home. Sounds heartbreaking, doesn't it? This is not just a change in the system, but also an impact on the rights that Canadians are accustomed to and cherish. Not stopping there, if Canada were to join as the 51st state of the United States, Canadian national identity would risk being diluted in the American federal model. The progressive social values, respect for the environment, and the distinctive community spirit of Canada could all be adjusted to align with the more pragmatic policies of the United States. This could make the people feel as if they are losing the essence of their country, where each individual is proud to be an irreplaceable part. If you find yourself in this situation, how would you feel? Please leave your comments and subscribe to our channel to discover many more surprises. In addition, tax pressure is an unavoidable prospect if Canada becomes the 51st state of the United States. Canadian citizens may face new taxes from the US federal government, disrupting the current financial structure and pushing many families into difficult situations. These pressures not only affect personal lives, but also have a profound impact on the entire socio-economic system of the country. Although President Donald Trump once wrote, "If Canada merges with the US, there will be no tariffs," is reality that simple? Tariffs may disappear, but new domestic taxes will emerge, and no one can guarantee whether the tax burden will decrease or increase. This is a big question that makes many people worried about their financial future. Moreover, an open border between the two countries will create vast job and study opportunities, allowing people to easily move, study, and work without needing a visa. However, this freedom also brings significant challenges. The major cities of Canada could become overwhelmed by having to serve a continuous flow of people, putting significant pressure on infrastructure, public services, and even border security. At the same time, Canada's economy will have to face competition from the giant American enterprises. The traditional manufacturing and agricultural sectors of Canada, which are the backbone of many communities, are at risk of being completely overshadowed. The prospect of Canada becoming the 51st state of the United States bring both opportunities and challenges to the people of Canada. So this is not just a change in political geography, but also a significant challenge regarding culture and identity. This could be an opportunity for Canada to leverage resources from the US to develop more robustly, but it also poses the risk of losing itself in the whirlwind of changes that are too large and too rapid. So what do you think? Is this scenario a future worth looking forward to, or just too great a sacrifice for immediate benefits? Next, ponder the question, why is Canada considered to potentially be the 51st state of the USA? Surely there are many things that will surprise you. Let's find out. First of all, Canada and the United States, two neighboring countries, are not only geographically connected but also each other's largest economic partners. In 2023, the total trade volume between the two countries reached $923 billion, the highest in the world. The U.S. exported $441 billion worth of goods to Canada and imported $482 billion, resulting in a trade deficit of $41 billion. These figures demonstrate mutual dependence, with Canada serving as an essential supplier of products such as oil, timber, and industrial goods to the U.S. It is this deep economic relationship that has led to the idea of Canada potentially being the 51st state of the U.S. to being mentioned, sparking thoughts of a union that could bring mutual benefits. Canada, known as the energy superpower, possesses the world's third largest oil reserves, primarily concentrated in the oil sands of Alberta. More than 98% of Canada's oil exports are transported to the U.S., ensuring energy security for that country. In return, Canada imports most consumer goods and technology from the U.S., making the two countries indispensable pieces in the global supply chain. The merger of the two economies could completely eliminate trade and tariff barriers, allowing Canadian businesses to easily access the U.S. market and vice versa. At the same time, this also helps American companies save costs and increase their competitiveness in the global market. Clearly, such a merger would not only strengthen economic relations, but also lay the foundation for remarkable development for both parties. Not only limited to the economy, Canada and the United States also share many similarities in history and culture. English is the primary language in both countries, facilitating communication and cooperation. Although Canada has French as its second language, the prevalence of English has made it easier for the two countries to integrate. The political systems of the two countries also have many similarities, with shared values such as democracy, freedom, and human rights. Both prioritize the protection of these core values, even though Canada operates under a constitutional monarchy and the U.S. is a federal republic. These commonalities increase the feasibility of the idea of annexation, paving the way for the prospect of Canada becoming the 51st state of the USA to become a reality. Moreover, the influence of American culture on Canada has deeply permeated the lives of its people, from entertainment and technology to lifestyle. Sports events, festivals, and educational cooperation programs between the two countries have created a strong bond within the community. Cultural and value system similarities make the idea of merging a possibility worth considering. Additionally, Canada possesses abundant natural resources that the U.S. has always been interested in, including oil, gas, softwood, uranium, and important minerals. These resources are the foundation for many of America's industries, and direct access through unification will help the U.S. reduce its dependence on other countries. Canada's geographical location also provides a strategic advantage, allowing the U.S. to better control the northern border and expand its influence in the Arctic, a region that is attracting global competition. This further reinforces the reason why the idea of Canada becoming part of the U.S., the 51st state, continues to be considered and discussed. Conclude that the relationship between the United States and Canada not only reflects economic cooperation but also symbolizes historical, cultural, and strategic ties. However, despite the prospect of Canada becoming the 51st state of the U.S. bringing many clear benefits, this country still maintains its independent identity. This is the biggest barrier to the idea of unification, raising significant questions about Canada's autonomy and national identity in the future. Is this integration truly an opportunity to look forward to, or just too great a compromise? The special relationship between the United States and Canada has laid the foundation for many incredible ideas, including the prospect of Canada becoming the 51st state of the U.S. However, to better understand the feasibility of this idea, we need to look at the current reality of life in Canada. A country famous for its superior quality of life, advanced social system, and beautiful natural landscapes, can it maintain those distinctive values if it integrates into the American system? The current lives of Canadians are the key point to consider the benefits and risks of the prospect of integration. Canada is a country praised for its superior quality of life and remarkable achievements in ensuring social security, living environment, and economic opportunities. However, life in Canada is not only about positive aspects but also comes with thought-provoking challenges, especially when considering the prospect of Canada becoming the 51st state of the USA. Another highlight is the free healthcare system, regarded as a symbol of excellence in Canada's social policy. Medicare, the universal healthcare system, is publicly funded and operated by provinces and territories, ensuring that all citizens and permanent residents have the right to access basic medical services without worrying about financial costs. The free services include doctor visits, tests, hospital care, and some prescription medications, significantly reducing the burden on the people, especially in the context of high living costs. Is it possible that with Canadians enjoying such admirable healthcare services, there is still a desire for Canada to become the 51st state of the USA? In addition, Canada is always highly regarded for its social equality and friendly living environment. Social welfare policies support workers, families, and the elderly, bringing significant social stability. So the cities in Canada are famous for being clean, safe, family-friendly, and surrounded by magnificent nature. The national park system and outdoor activities not only promote a healthy lifestyle but also highlight the value of living in harmony with nature. Canadians are known for their strong sense of community, kindness, and politeness. Cultural diversity helps everyone, regardless of origin or nationality, easily integrate and feel welcomed. So there's one of the important factors that help Canada maintain harmony and stability in a multicultural society. However, life in Canada is not entirely ideal. One of the biggest challenges is the high cost of living, especially in major cities like Toronto and Vancouver, where housing, food, and services are among the most expensive in the world. Financial pressure strongly impacts many middle-class households, making life more difficult, especially as housing costs continue to rise. So notably, Canada's high tax system is also a significant barrier. Social welfare policies are maintained through personal income tax and goods and services tax, STIEST. Although it brings many benefits, high taxes make many people feel they are losing their financial freedom, especially in the context of rising living costs. Additionally, the Canadian economy is heavily dependent on the U.S., with the majority of its exports directed towards the U.S. market. This means that U.S. trade or tariff policies can significantly impact the Canadian economy. The exchange rate and inflation in Canada also frequently fluctuate according to the economic situation in the U.S., making the economy not entirely autonomous. One more thing, Canada has long been celebrated for its open and progressive immigration policies, which not only fuel economic growth but also enrich its cultural tapestry. On October 24, 2024, Minister of Immigration Mark Miller unveiled the 2025 to 2027 Immigration Levels Plan, a decisive move to balance short-term population pressures with long-term sustainability. For the first time, the plan introduced controlled targets for both temporary and permanent residents, showcasing a strategy designed to address immediate challenges while safeguarding the nation's future prosperity. So immigration has been a cornerstone of Canada's post-pandemic recovery, attracting top global talent that revitalized the economy and averted a potential recession. Yet mounting pressures on housing, infrastructure, and social services have necessitated recalibration. By reducing permanent resident targets and temporarily decreasing temporary residents by 5% by 2026, Canada aims to align its resources with its ambitions, paving the way for sustainable growth. These carefully measured actions reinforce Canada's commitment to managing immigration with responsibility and foresight while preserving its status a global leader in diversity and inclusivity. However, if Canada were to become the 51st state of the United States, this delicate balance could be disrupted. Stricter U.S. immigration regulations may undermine Canada's ability to attract international talent, eroding its vision of an economy and society built on integration, innovation, and diversity. So this potential shift raises profound questions about the future of Canada's identity and its role in a globalized world. In conclusion, life in Canada today is a combination of outstanding benefits such as a free healthcare system, social security, and a friendly living environment, along with challenges like high living costs and economic dependence on the U.S. These factors raised the question, would merging with the U.S. becoming the 51st state be a path that brings greater benefits or merely adds pressure on the Canadian people? The idea of Canada becoming the 51st state of the United States not only comes as a surprise but also sparks multifaceted debates about the future of this nation. On one hand, the merger promises to bring clear economic benefits. The removal of trade barriers and tariffs between the two countries will create significant opportunities for Canadian businesses, allowing them to easily access the U.S. market and drive growth. At the same time, investment from the United States in infrastructure and public services in Canada, especially in remote areas, can significantly improve the quality of life. For individuals, open borders will reduce the cost of goods, expand job and educational opportunities, and help alleviate financial pressure. However, this integration also comes with significant challenges. Canada's free healthcare system, a symbol of equality and social superiority, is at risk of being replaced by the privatization model of the United States, creating a significant financial burden for many families. In addition, Canada's progressive social values, diverse culture, and environmental protection policies could be overshadowed by more pragmatic policies from the United States. This raises a significant question about preserving the identity and national spirit that are the pride of Canadians. Canada's immigration policy, which has been a key driver of diversity and development, will also face the risk of change. Stricter immigration regulations from the United States could erode Canada's ability to attract global talent and negatively impact its multicultural social structure. Moreover, economic dependence on the United States makes the prospect of integration pose challenges to sovereignty and the ability to navigate independently in the international market. This idea opens up both opportunities and risks, making it a complex problem. Can Canada leverage integration for remarkable growth, or will it sacrifice too much to achieve immediate benefits? So the answer depends on the thorough evaluation and perspective of each Canadian citizen. What do you think about this prospect? Please share your thoughts. We've put in our best efforts to present accurate and insightful information in this video, though it's impossible to cover every detail of such a broad topic. Consider this as an introduction, and we encourage you to explore further to deepen your understanding of this important issue. Or if you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Your support truly makes a difference. If there's a specific country or topic you'd like us to dive into next, share your suggestions in the comments. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.